It'd be unbecoming to race onto the island like a gleeful schoolgirl. No, she was a year older and a year wiser. She knew what she wanted, and she knew how to get it. Kind of. Despite trying to force a casual stroll, she was the first one back to the cars. After pulling her keys out of her backpack, she sat with them in her hand. It was too hot inside the car. Did she need to open the windows? She felt sweaty and jittery, a mixture of excitement and fear. It was the same way she felt a few months ago when she sat her dad down to tell him her plan. "Dad." "Morgan." She ignored his attempt to start joking with her. This was no joking matter. "I've prepared a PowerPoint about what I'm going to be doing for the next 18 months. "Is this, Yes, I printed out a handout for you. I'm going to walk you through it slide by slide." He paused. "Should I be afraid?" She ignored him and continued with her prepared remarks. "As you know, I have really been struggling with what to do after graduation." "Right." She clicked to the next slide. "Here you'll see that I applied to 36 jobs in various areas of industry." He cocked his head to the side. "Industry?" Morgan nodded, clicking to the next slide, which broke the details out in a bar graph. "Retail, food service, office work, and other. I wanted to get a good idea of what kind of entry-level jobs existed out there for me." "Oh," he said, his eyes widening. "All right." She clicked again and a pie graph appeared on the screen. "As you can see, I received 7 interviews, mainly in the food service industry. One was from a factory and one for an office job at an insurance company." "Right, that was the interview where you spilled coffee all over yourself on the way there." She sighed. "Yes." He laughed, but didn't add anything else. "Anyways, none of these felt like quite the right fit, not to mention that none of them offered me a job, so I know that you'll think what I'm about to say is crazy, but over the next 10 slides I will show you my plan, including funding." With another click, a slide that said, "Professional photography," popped up. She immediately looked at her dad to see the look on his face. Oddly, he didn't react at all. "Before you say anything, I want to remind you that I have been interning really, with a professional photographer for the past 6 months. At first, I started it just because I really enjoyed learning from her, but then I started to think that maybe I could follow in her footsteps. On the next slide, you'll see the number of weddings that my mentor completed in the last calendar year, as well as how many non-wedding-related jobs she took." "This is amazing." Morgan turned towards him. "You really think so?" "Of course. I don't know why you felt the need to put this whole thing together. I mean, it's great, but—" Morgan interrupted him. "Because I need you to know that I'm serious about this and that I have saved enough money so I can get started, and I have a plan for the next 18 months. I know almost exactly how much money I need to make to be able to support myself, and this is great." Morgan paused. "Don't you want to see the rest? I feel like I need to prove to you that I'm serious." He said. "Prove to me? Or to yourself?" "To you, obviously. The best part of all of this is that Margie has a friend, Jackie, who has a photography business on San Juan Island. She does weddings at Saltwater Cove and all over the islands. Long story short, she and her husband do the photography and videography, but he was offered a job as a park manager at Yellowstone." "Okay," he said slowly. "So basically they're moving away really soon, but they have all of these weddings booked out for the next 18 months. She needs someone reliable to take everything over, and she said she doesn't want to upset all the brides she already has." Morgan was talking so quickly now that her words were starting to slur together. She reminded herself to slow down. So Jackie wanted someone to step in and sort of act like they were part of her operation all along, to keep the peace and not ruin her name in the photography business. That way she can pick up work in Yellowstone and it will help me get exposure and reviews so I can start my own business. And anyways, long story short, Margie suggested that I be the one to step in because she knows that I love photography, and Jackie said yes. "That's wonderful." "I know, I just have one more graduation party to cover with my mentor here, and then I'm going right up to San Juan Island to work with Jackie on her last wedding. After that, I'm taking everything over. Almost all of her clients accepted me as the replacement, no questions asked." The smile faded from her dad's face. "So you're leaving pretty soon?" Oh, right. In all of her excitement, she kind of forgot that her dad was looking forward to her moving back home. "Yeah, I'm sorry, Dad. I wish I could stay a bit longer, but—" He shook his head. "No, of course not. I'll come and visit. I love San Juan Island." Morgan nodded. "Yeah, you can visit any time you want, and I'll come visit too, of course." Her dad flipped through his printed handout. "Well, honey, it looks like you have a very serious plan laid out here. I'm excited for you." Morgan beamed. "Thanks, Dad."